The summer is over, all the leaves are falling away. I've used up my last chance. Never mind, be better next year. Never mind, be better next year. Never mind, be better next year. The nights are getting much longer, and the sun shines cold on the ground.
ClemsDrift is an upcoming 2000s style post-grunge artist, bringing back the old style of rock which hasn't been heard of since the era of music. With his style of punk and hard riffs, he's defining what it means to make strong wavy music from the 2000s. Hailing from Mansfield, UK, Clem's been making, live streaming and showcasing his style since 2025 and still riding waves into 2026. Me and Clem sat down for an interview about his hopes, dreams and going through his current catalogue of tracks. He's been non-stop at promoting his music, and with high hopes to release his first extended project in the upcoming year, Clem really has been showcasing his alternate vibes, truly being a hidden gem on the internet. Join us as we take a deep dive into the mind of ClemsDrift. Clem grew up listening to bands such as Nirvana and Green Day during his younger days, which inspired his style of music, especially Nirvana's second album, Nevermind. He's quoted, "I just love that sound. It's just absolutely amazing," describing it as a wall of sound so loud and banging, which you can see how this takes on Clem's overall tune.
When I was a young kid, I used to listen to a lot of Green Day and Nirvana and all that. So probably like the sort of punk rocky kind of 90s, 2000s bands, and that's the kind of sound that I'm trying to aim for now. Is like the sort of retro-y, like it's not even, I don't know if you could even call it retro, but it's like that. It's just so nostalgic to me, that era of music.
You can really hear this inspiration in his current tracks, such as Smug Look, giving off those pure 2000s vibes, a portal straight back into what some may quote, simpler times, away from a hyper-fixated culture on speed and what others think about us. With AI and TikTok reels overtaking our day-to-day lives, where all you need back then was time out with friends, and the rise of pop culture that nostalgically wired into our brains. It's funny, at the same time, we even discussed our distaste for the more mainstream music, and he's even been asked to play this type of music on his guitar. There's only like very few of us, you know what I mean? But everyone else is like listening to Ed Sheeran, Lady Gaga, stuff like that. I mean, that type of music is okay, but it's just never, resonant. And I'm guessing it's the same with you. It doesn't like really resonate with you as much as like rock and Nirvana and stuff.
Bro. I agree totally, bro. Like I often think I go live on different social media platforms and that very often, and like I'm often being told like, oh, play Taylor Swift, play a Lady Gaga song or play a whatever, and I just think, oh god, I've never really, it doesn't really resonate with that type of music, and I feel like I'm kind of betraying myself if I was to start performing these songs, even though I do think I'd probably have triple the amount of following if I just jumped on my guitar and played Ed Sheeran songs and played stuff like this, but...
Oh, and I also went on a rant how bullshit the Grammys are. Yeah, cause it seems like, your type of music also doesn't have like a massive following. And like, it's not portraying the media has a massive following until you go to like a rock concert and then you realise how many people are there. Like, I know these type of musicians like yourself, they're able to like, blow up and outperform a lot of like pop artists today. You know what I mean? It's just not properly shown in the media, which I wish was shown even more. Especially because my mate was telling me about the Grammys and that, and like how, I'll just state how bullshit it is now than what it used to be like years back, like in the 2000s. Like, there's barely any rock, roll, like metal, grunge representation anywhere. When literally back then that was the in thing, and kind of still is the in thing now. You just see it in like small pockets.
Absolutely. It doesn't seem like it's much. Nirvana must be like one of the biggest bands of all time. I can't remember the last time I heard a Nirvana record on the radio or really on anything. But you still see it though. You still see that there's like a almost cultish love for these sort of bands.
Yeah, they just mostly like play the old rock.
I suppose I love.
Moving on from his inspirations, we discussed his current tracks and going forward with his music, starting with my personal favourite and what I feel brings out the most feeling, Overflow. A very solid track. I like how it resonates the old 90s style, starting off slow, then having an explosive riff during the middle of the song. That wah sound from his guitar really gives me that old Guns N' Roses sound. Maybe it's just me being the big fanboy I am. Go by illusion, they have two parts, it is worth it, but you can appreciate the sound Clem is going for in this song. Plus, come on, he's holding a bright red Les Paul in that cover, which doesn't scream rock and roll, I don't know what does. He's described the song as feeling like a loser, but in a sense there is more to come, and you can really hear this if you listen deep enough to his lyrics. The one that actually resonates with me the most and sounds like different than the rest is Overflow, man.
Yeah. So Overflow is just about feeling like a loser, bro, to be absolutely honest, bro. It's a kind of similar thing to the vibe of Castaway, I suppose, but it's about like a very different energy to it. So like, I try not to make it pessimistic though, so it's kind of like, I know that there's the whole vibe of the song is like, yeah, I feel a bit rubbish, I've failed in all these different ways, but I can sense that there's still more to come, if you know what I mean. Like, I'm not finished here yet. This is like, that's the kind of vibe that I want it to be like. I feel like a lot of my songs that I make sound sort of pessimistic, but they're not meant to be super pessimistic, if that makes sense. It's meant to be like kind of like relatable, I suppose, to a lot of people. It's not like this is it, this is the end, everything's rubbish. It's more like I feel pretty rubbish, but I know that it's gonna get better. It can be better. It's kind of the vibe I want people to take from it. I don't know if that is the vibe that people take from it every single time, but that's the vibe that I want it to be like.
Was that actually you as a cover photo as well?
Well, yeah, that's me as a young kid. Yeah.
Was you holding the Les
Paul?
Paul?
As a young kid with my fake Les Paul.
Yeah, man. That's the first thing I noticed when I was listening to it. I looked at the cover and I think that's a picture of you, and I looked at the guitar thinking that's a Les Paul.
Yeah, I really wish I still had that guitar. I sold it at one point in my life.
Oh, man.
That guitar, to be honest, that actually sounded brilliant as well.
When we spoke about his second song he released, Limbo Life, which has a more grungy sound to it, going hard on those guitar patterns, it has a more groovy sound to it as well, and my god, the ending bridge is where it's at, ripped straight out of Slash himself. I may be overstating that last part, but I just think it's awesome. Clem described this song as getting stuck in between things, knowing what you want from life, but not being able to get it, hence the title, Limbo Life. I get it, he's finding it hard to put his music out there with a feeling that's fallen on deaf ears. It represents a stage in our lives how we can get those feelings, and our dreams are suddenly gone into a hole. Also, he told me he drew the cover's artwork himself, which is actually kind of sick.
What it says on the tin, bro, it's about feeling like you're in limbo land all the time, like you're in between everything. You're not quite ever doing exactly what you want to be doing. Which I know is a lot. I mean, that's a lot to ask. I think that's a lot for anyone to ask from life, to be exactly where you want to be. I don't think there's many people which ever get that, manage to achieve that. But yeah, it's just about feeling that's similar ways to a lot of my songs. Feeling kind of just lost in life a little bit.
Yeah, because you start hearing a lot of the metal riffs in that song as well.
Yeah, it's got quite a fast. It's got some good riffs in that song. To be fair. I'm really proud of that song actually. To be fair, it's one of the songs which has got quite a lot of. I get a lot of people telling me that they really like that song. To be fair, more than some of the others. So yeah, no, I'm pretty proud of that song, to be honest.
Yeah, good man. I mean, the artwork's different for it as well, because all the rest is obviously your logo. Like, smug looking New Year, got this seeing the sharks. That one's like kind of like this drawn bedroom. It looks like can I ask, like, is it how you pictured your time in Thailand, like where you stayed and such?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, bro. It's like it's my dream hut, but it's like on Thailand when I would have done diving, but it's kind of like desolate now. And it's got a smashed window and there's like holes in the floor and stuff.
Yeah,
sharks outside the window, and if you like look through the window in the picture, there's like sharks in the water and stuff, and there's a little crab on the floor because no one's in there, and it's like empty beer bottles and stuff like that. And, that's kind of what I was going for with that cover. I drew it myself in my bedroom.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you draw it yourself?
Yeah. So I love drawing as well. That's one of the other things that I do kind of really love doing. I love sketching and doing stuff like that.
After this, we spoke about next year, which pulls to those nostalgic vibes, definitely harbouring back to that golden era, still rocking those fuzzy and distortionate type riffs. I feel like this belongs in a skate park as well, listened to by rebellious teenagers and thrill junkies. It would be great to hear this performed by Clem, backed by his own band on stage. I would say more in this song, but everything's already been said about the style of that old era, which this song definitely is one of them. You can obviously not using auto-tune in that track, you're using like this distortionate plus to your voice, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, so that's one thing that I've always done in all my songs. I try and, I definitely think it stands out a lot more on next year. But it's like, it's chorus, bro. That's the effect I've put on my voice. It's kind of like, I was going for like a kind of borderline Deftones-y kind of vocal sound, if you like, even though, well, my songs are very different to Deftones songs, of course, but I was going for like that kind of, that sort of like, it just sounds, to me, it just reminds me of that era of music so much, and I just love the vibe of it over my track. Some people have told me they wish that like it was just like sort of a normal vocal or whatever, but I can't really change it back. I like how it sounds too much.
It does sound great, to be honest.
You like it?
I'm
glad that people like it, because not everybody does, but I try and just do whatever I like, to be honest with you. I just think this is the songs that I want to see and listen to, so I'll just do that, because if I like it, then hopefully someone else is going to like it. So that's just what I've been trying to do.
It also feels nostalgic, I will say, yeah.
Well, I'm really glad to hear that, bro. That's like one of the best compliments I could have ever got.
I don't believe a word you say. Contradictions are in every step you take. You'd do anything to prove you're right. I just wanna wipe that smug look off your face, off your face.
Smug Look is a great, outstanding song. It has the energy you expect from alternate rock and picking up the pace from his other songs too. Clems describes as sort of a Nirvana-esque track, which you can definitely see the similarities, with that post-grungy sound to it. The guitars stand out, the chorus stands out, all around, great song.
Smug Look's like my first quite, I suppose, it's just power chords, isn't it? But it's like quite a heavy, kind of Nirvana-esque era, kind of like quite fast post-grungy sound is what I was aiming for, with like the chorusy guitars and like I suppose that's probably about it, the chorusy guitars and the power chords and stuff. But
looking forward, Clem's still promoting his music the best he can, and the quality of these songs shows his dedication to the grind. He's got a new song named Castaway on the way, coming out the 20th of February. Go and pre-save it if you've enjoyed this style of music so far, and go and have a listen when it's out. We did speak about his future, which he's hoping to release his own extended project this year or the next. All I can say is go and follow Clem on his Spotify, Instagram, and subscribe to his YouTube channel. Go show some love to a fellow metalhead. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Great, because it got dumped in the skip, and I didn't play guitar for years, until I was around my neighbours helping out, and they gave me this old guitar. I think it's like child size something, but it was missing like a peg. So the way I would tune it is, I think it's the B string, I'm trying to remember, but I'd be tuning it, and how I'd tune the other one, I'd use a washing line peg to tune it to get into it. It sounded horrible until I got myself my Gretsch. Funny about that, because I watched, if you heard a band called Mother Vulture.
I haven't, bro.
So basically they're like this rock bands. I think they've made 2 albums, second album just come out now. And they made a video for Gretsch, which was basically just them on the one of the guitars on the bed just ripping out this new guitar, and your bands also had these new ones, and I said to myself, I'm gonna get that. So I found this one in British folk, like this type of dark and woodish type look. So I bought that.
Yeah.
So that's my first electric guitar, and I was dead happy with it. Bought a cheap amp with it, started playing with it until I found my Ibanez acoustic white Paw, which is basically my favourite guitar ever.
Ibanez makes the most beautiful guitars, man.
Oh, it sounds amazing, man, honestly. But yeah,
I do think Ibanez are the best.